Hey everyone, this is APW. Thank you for joining APW Talk. Today's episode is going to be about the history of Lucha Libre. So, if we want to know what this means, we're going to have to define what Lucha Libre is all about. So, Lucha Libre is wrestling, but it's not like the wrestling we have today. It's when people think about Lucha Libre, they think about tricks and flying movements. It's like wrestling. It's like American wrestling, but this is more Mexican, more Latin, more Hispanic. That's what lucha libre is all about. So there are rules where in different places of wrestling becomes more of stuff. Like for example, the rules of lucha libre are the same as in American, like WWE, or that they can be won by pinning an opponent or tap out, or you can, and then you knock someone out of the ring. Unfortunately, this one is up to 20. It's not up to 10. So, and by disqualification, which is mostly like pile driver or ground moves. Lucha Libre is mostly high flying, speed based, strength based. This one is more like of how quick you are, how fast you can be, and so on. So if we want to know about Lucha Libre, we're gonna have to find the history of this sport. So the sport was created by Salvador Luteroth Gonzalez. So he created this sport in the mid 20th century. He was part of the Mexican Revolution, who was fighting against Pancho Villa. He created this company in 1933, known as Empresa Mexicana de Lucha Libre, where we have so many wrestling stars at the time. He employed El Santo and Mil Máscaras, those two who were noticeable in Mexico. I'm going to be saying Mexico because, I'm Hispanic, which were noticed in Mexico. And were later, brought in future generations like Sin Cara, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, so many more people. I wouldn't consider Jushin as a luchador because it's mixed martial arts, but I'm going to add him in the list. Ricochet, Calisto, Andrade El Idolo, those guys were also famous luchadores. So the thing about Lucha Libre is that it was more high flying, speed based wrestling. It's like American wrestling, but it's not like where you see a lot of slams, a lot of body attacks. Lucha Libre is more like high flying. You're quick on your feet. You're faster. Everything is based on time. Countouts are not to 10. Their countouts are up to 20. And that's where everything is gonna go, and everything is being based upon what is going on. So, and then in Lucha Libre, the biggest rule was it doesn't always have to be, but it was really popular masks. So, wearing masks in Lucha Libre is a part of resembling heritage, representing of who you are, what you divide to the sport. Some luchadores don't even wear masks, like Eddie Guerrero, Dominic Mysterio, Alberto del Rio, and Andrade. So you don't have to wear a mask to become a luchador. Some people like to wear masks, some people don't. And we have families who are in the lucha libre business. Eddie Guerrero's daughter, Shaw. Yesterday, I talked about the Guerrero issue in the previous episode. Make sure to see it and hit the thumbs up and click on the subscribe button so you don't want to miss out on that story that I did yesterday. So, and the thing about Lucha Libre, we have families of Eddie Guerrero, his daughter Shaw, Rey Mysterio, and his son Dominic, Mil Máscaras, and his nephew Alberto del Rio, Angel Garza, and his father were also one, Humberto Carrillo and his cousin Angel Garza. Also, we have Santos Escobar, um, Rey Mysterio Sr. You know, these are superstars that made Lucha Libre be defined. Also, Gory Guerrero. You can't forget about that guy. I mean, if it wasn't for Gory, we wouldn't have Eddie. So that is what Lucha Libre in those terms are about. Lucha Libre is being seen more often in WWE. It has not been mentioned a lot. It has not been seen a lot. There were a lot of luchadors in WCW, which was the creation for Latino World Order, the Hispanic version of the New World Order. If you want to see the New World Order episode, it's going to be in my playlist of my channel. Make sure to see it. I hope you guys like that video. So anyway, with Salvador Luteroth, he made this process in Mexico. It became a success. Then, you know, we have a new company, AAA Lucha Libre. It's still going on today. Rey Mysterio actually was gone for a couple years before returning to the 2018 Royal Rumble. When he made his comeback, he was at Lucha Libre AAA at the time, making a name for himself. But we mostly know Rey Mysterio as, you know, the greatest mask of all time. That's what Rey Mysterio was about. I'm going to be talking about him on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the history of the 619, the Rey Mysterio story. So I'm gonna talk a lot about Rey Mysterio because he's one of the greatest luchadors of all time. He really brought in what it meant to bring a different type of wrestling into the wrestling we have today. So we're going to be talking about that on Wednesday. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff of Lucha Libre that we've seen, we've heard, we've done. People think Lucha Libre is easy. Unfortunately, it's not. It's a lot harder than you think. I haven't had experience. I'm probably not going to experience it. I don't want to. But yeah, that's the thing. That's what we're all gonna go with for this video today. So, guys, thank you for joining APW Talk. Click that like button, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. Make sure you write something down in the comments. I'm willing to hear opinions. I'm willing to hear what you guys want to say. So tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about the $1 Million Man, the story of Ted DiBiase, and the creation of the $1 Million Belt. And like I said, on Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about 619, the story of Rey Mysterio, how a 14-year-old kid began training with his uncle to becoming a Hall of Famer in 2023 with a feud with his own son. Till next time, this is APW. Thank you for joining. Peace out. Also, later on today, I'm going to be doing a APW Q&A in case you want to pop up, ask some questions. We'll have a good time. Till then, peace out, guys.